versions of year gone by. Baltimore's coming off a loss to the Cleveland Browns, whereas the Broncos are coming off a preseason win over the Carolina Panthers. Who do you like in this game and why?
I'm going with the Ravens, and it's because this team's not going to lose 2 in a row again. To start the season, they lost to the Kansas City Chiefs. They lost to the Las Vegas Raiders after essentially dominating the football game the entire time and then just giving it away to the Raiders. They're not going to get 2 losses. They were embarrassed against the Cleveland Browns by the way that they played. Kyle Hamilton dropping a football that was literally thrown right between the numbers. Denver absolutely playing better football. The defense, I think, is a real issue, right, for Baltimore. But if Baltimore can run the football and be physical at the line of scrimmage, I think that they have enough to win this football game. And, hey, take advantage of a young quarterback in Bo Nix. They haven't been great with pass rush, but I expect the Baltimore Ravens to bounce back and to get this win and to not lose 2 in a row.
We both agree. We both like the Ravens to win this football game, and everything that you said, I co-sign. Just after last week's performance, they're too good a football team to have another one of those, and I think they're going to win this football game. AFC East matchup. Orchard Park. The Bills are 6-2, and they could kind of almost start salting away the division at this point. Yeah. Taking on the 2-5 Dolphins, who have lost back-to-back games since their bye, losing last week to Arizona with Tua back. I think the Amari Cooper acquisition is a big factor here for the Buffalo Bills. They play good team defense. They're playing at home. The Dolphins have not played great when they go to Buffalo. It's hard for me to pick against the Bills in this game.
I think it's almost impossible for you to try to convince anyone out there that the Miami Dolphins winning this football game is a good play. And, hey, do we think the Bills have a few holes in their football team and there's some question marks and, especially sometimes like what they can do defensively and all that, the lack of production or whatever from the receiver position and all that. But the Bills are the better football team. Josh Allen's playing great football right now. They own this division. It's their division to be had. And that's where, since 2020, including the playoffs, 23-5 in their division. So I expect this to continue and to have a really good win at home against the Miami Dolphins, who are really struggling to find any rhythm. And even Tua being back, you can see, doesn't solve all of this team's problems, especially on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, the Bills have beaten the Dolphins 5 in a row, including the playoffs. They've won 12 of their last 13 against them. And since 2017, they've won 8 straight at home against Miami. And when you see these kind of streaks in a division, you got to read into it a little bit more. As we like to say in the boxing world, styles make fights. And the matchups just are not good in Miami's favor. And this is, of all those wins that Buffalo has had against Miami over this stretch, this is the worst version of the Dolphins, with the injuries that they have on the defensive side of the ball and with them being stagnant offensively. The last time that the Dolphins won in Buffalo, Adam Gase was their head coach. Right. Listen, these division streaks happen for reasons, and I think I'm not going with the law of averages on this one. Like, I went with the law of averages a little bit on the Cowboys pick. Not going law of averages on this one. I got the Buffalo Bills to get to 7-2 on the season. Carolina Panthers are 1-7. They're not a very good football team. They lost to the Denver Broncos last week. The New Orleans Saints, they're not a good football team either. They've lost 6 in a row. I don't know. Bryce Young, I don't know. There's nothing here to excite me about the Panthers. Who do you like in this game?
I like how you throw it to me first for this one.
Is Derek Carr playing?
I think he's projected to be a game time decision, right?
Yeah, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm picking New Orleans if Carr starts.
Okay, so this is our second asterisk game of the year so far. I'll go with you on that. If Carr starts, I'll go with New Orleans. And that's the only thing that I have for the breakdown of this football game.
I think the Saints are a better football team.
They are.
I mean, from top to bottom. And it's been a little bit embarrassing the way this whole thing